Less than 2 years ago, I just recently quit my job and I was jobless, straight up broke. My income was literally negative and I just straight up had no clue where I was heading. I had quit my job because I wanted to be an entrepreneur, which at the time I thought was the easiest path to wealth. But damn, was I wrong. Reality had slapped me across the face and I had to quickly figure out how to pay my rent, my bills, get rid of all my debt, and start a business from nothing. I am now sitting here today, not even 2 years later, with not one, but 2 profitable businesses, just hitting my first $100,000 month of revenue a few months back. And in order for me to achieve these goals, I had to quickly grow up and lose all the habits that were screwing me up bad. You are going to want to pay very close attention to what not to do. And if you want to get the most out of this video, I highly recommend that you listen to all 5 habits. Because although getting rid of one of them will significantly improve your life, getting rid of all 5 will significantly put you in the right direction to achieve success and get out of the current rut that you're probably in. So getting right into it, the number 1 step and the number 1 habit is to stay out every single night till 2, 3, 4, 5 in the morning, chasing every single dopamine hit that you can find. Whether it's Netflix, TV, video games, porn, drinking with friends, smoking weed. This is probably the best way to get rid of all the potential success that is coming your way. And one of the main reasons for this is because you will be chasing these dopamine hits rather than chasing your goals. You see, when you get up in the morning and you make your bed, your brain actually rewards yourself with just a little tad bit of dopamine. It's doing this because you have just completed a task. If you get up in the morning and you decide to hit a bong, you're actually giving your brain 5, 10, or even 20x the amount of dopamine that you would be receiving for just getting up and making your bed. This ends up resulting in your brain just chasing these awful things that don't get you anywhere in life but just instant pleasure. If you're able to cut away all of these dopamine chases, get to bed early, you will start to train your brain to stop chasing these mega levels of dopamine and start chasing your dreams and passions. Because then the only way to reward your brain with dopamine hits is to do the little things in life. Eating healthy, working out, making your bed, working hard, and seeing growth in your personal development and business. And that also ties into staying up late. I know very few people that stay up late and actually achieve high levels of success, because unless you are a computer programmer or somebody that really needs zero constant communication, most people who you will be doing business with will be in constant communication during the day. Now, that doesn't mean that you can't grow a successful business or be a very successful entrepreneur by working late nights. But if you're starting from ground up and you're not in a position that have already created the best habits, start going to bed early, because there is nothing good for you past 7 p.m. Eating fast food, junk food, and eating anything that contains a high level of sugar. You see, similar to the dopamine hits that you were getting from the video games and the Netflix and the porn, eating junk food gives you a very similar effect. What makes it worse is that you're actually feeding your body these dopamine hits and you're feeding your body junk food, which means you are destroying your motivation, destroying your energy levels, and just killing your health. If you want to achieve high levels of success, you need to get this straight. Health truly is wealth, and the better you feel, the better you can perform. People that are on a constant diet and consistently work out are proven to have more levels of motivation, higher levels of willpower, and look, feel, and attract more success. So on top of just feeling better, you're also looking better, which, believe it or not, also attracts potential business partners, clients, and just people that are attracted to success. This is something that I have taken extremely seriously, and looking back, the times that I was not following this correctly were my lower levels of life. And I'm not saying you need to become a bodybuilder and be the biggest or strongest and most athletic person in the world. What I'm saying is that you need to eat healthy, you need to keep your diet on the back of your mind, and you need to stay consistently moving and keeping yourself in the best shape possible. Step number 3 is to hang out with people that don't have any motivation, no future, and are getting into the wrong things. You are a combination of the top 5 people that you surround yourself by, and you need to take this extremely seriously, because through osmosis, everything that those people are doing around you is actually going right back to you. You ever wondered why you have a similar vehicle, or you play a similar game, or you go to similar restaurants that all of your friends do? That's because the energy that goes around, the people you surround yourself by, is extremely contagious. A new habit that they pick up, you might be able to pick it up as well. A new night, they decide to go out and drink, you might pick that up as well. The bad habits of playing video games, you might pick that up as well. I've seen some of these smartest people I know get absolutely nowhere because they are simply surrounded by the wrong people. And I've seen some of the most untalented people that I know reach high levels of success because they chose to surround themselves with the right people. Don't get caught up in the wrong crowd. Don't get caught up in the wrong friends. You should be vetting the people you surround yourself by as you would vet a business deal, relationship, or something that is extremely important. And don't skip this step, because this might be one of the 3rd most important steps in this video, which leads me into number 4, and that's by completely stopping reading, educating yourself, learning from others, and improving every single day. Let me ask you a quick question. If there were no penalties, ethically, morally, or any sort of penalties at all, and somebody gave you a sheet of paper that had 10 questions on it, they were questions that were significantly difficult to understand. And they also gave you a textbook. And the textbook had the answers to those questions deep inside that book. But then on the other hand, they gave you somebody who knew all the answers to the questions. Would you rather take that book, go through page by page by page, and find the answers by yourself? Or would you rather ask the person that was sitting to the right that knew them all in their head? You could pick and choose whichever one you wanted, and it would not be wrong or right on either path. I don't know about you, but I would definitely want to pick that second option, because that person already went through those questions. They already read that textbook. They are already farther ahead. And this principle applies to every other aspect in life. Working out, growing a business, having a good relationship, having good friendships. Not only are there other people that are out there that know more than you, but they are out there willing to help. So if you really want to take your life to the next level, start reaching out to people that are better than you. Start reaching out to people that are 10 years, 20 years, 30 years ahead. Start reading about the principles and the aspects of life that you want to improve on. Start making yourself better each and every day by improving yourself, by understanding and learning about what others have to say, and learning about principles that will only make your life better. The only way you're able to change is by making a change. And the change doesn't happen overnight. It happens after rep after rep after rep of improving, getting better, and continuing to move past mistakes. Which leads me to literally the most important over every other aspect in this video, and that is anytime something gets difficult or hard, just give up. Just quit. If you start to feel pain, just move on. If it gets hard, if it gets difficult, if you have to sweat, give up. Do something else. Anything in life takes time, and if you want to become great at anything, you have to give it a solid chance. You can't work on a business for 3 months and give up. You can't start something and give it 30 days before you decide that it's not the right thing for you. And this is the number 1 mistake I've seen among so many people. They don't stay on a solid path. The only reason I'm at where I'm at in my real estate flipping career or in my video production agency business is because I've been doing this stuff for 8 years. I didn't just wake up 1 year later, like I mentioned at the beginning of the video, with all of the success. Yes, I had quit my job 2 years ago, but there was 4 or 5 years before that where I learned from somebody else, where I educated myself through somebody else, while I took courses, while I educated myself by reading, while I went out into the field, made mistakes, and didn't get to my goal. It took me 8 years to be able to sit here today and say that I can actually meet my goal of hitting the $100,000 a month revenue. It took me 8 years. So whether it is playing tennis, whether it is video production, whether it is meeting somebody, the love of your life, whether it's eating healthy, whether it's working out, guys, none of these are going to come quick. These things take time. Give it enough time. Give it enough consistency. And if you stay on the correct train and try not to do 100 reps today, but do one single rep every single day for the next 3, 4, 5, 10, 50 months, and every single time it gets hard, you decide to just push through and find a solution, you will be able to achieve any goal that you set yourself out to. Guys, if you really want to mess up your life, go ahead and do everything that I mentioned in this video. But if you get rid of all these habits and you give it enough time, you will start to be able to make major differences in your life in every single aspect. Please make sure to leave a like and comment down below, and check out the channel where I go in depth on self-improvement, entrepreneurship, which ties with my creative agency, and filmmaking as the artist that I am. As always, guys, peace out.